Alright, I believe we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today we're going to run a Virgin Australia flight, Flight 1361, from, was it Launceston to Melbourne. Launceston? Not sure that's how you pronounce it, but we're going to head into Melbourne. We're playing in Australia today. For the past day, I've been fooling around with DLSS4, and I have it pretty good. And I have the graphics pretty much pumped up rather nicely. So we're going to see if the same holds true today, because yesterday everything was great. This is the first flight I'm doing today, so let's see what's going to happen with this ride. Alright, aircraft's cold and dark. I just got in here with all the paperwork, and you should have it down there on the right as well. So let's get started. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switches on guarded. Standby powers auto disconnect. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gears down. We've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in-op test. And overheat fire. Okay, ground power is available. Let's get on ground power. Confirm with the AC selector. And let's get set for unconditioned air here. Galley power is on. And IRS selectors to nav. Emergency exit lights are armed. Let's just cycle that trim air switch. Alright, let's enter our position. Oh, let me give you the CDU. And we are at YMLT. YMLT. And you can see it just put the coordinates into that airport that's in the database. Now we'll go to page 2, grab the GPS. And as you can see, the coordinates are pretty close to what we have there. So that is good. Alright, let's get some brake pressure in here. Alright, flaps are up, and showing up on the aft overhead. Let's give them the position lights. Let's set that brake. Okay. Now, let's just check here. And ground services, that is good, that is good. And that's good. Okay. Just wanted to check that. That looks pretty good. Alright, so that takes care of the originator flight. Let's move on to the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is 14,000. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. Mach airspeed test 1 and 2. And stall warning, going to be a little too early. We'll come back for that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow. That's good. And lights test. See if we got any burnt out bulbs. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Yaw damper is on. VHF nav is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source selector is auto, control panel is normal, fuel temperature is fine. Crossfeed check. Alright, AC/DC panel is set. Equipment, cooling, supply, and exhaust is normal. Emergency exit lights are armed. No smoke and seatbelt signs are on. Let's get the window heat on now. And we'll run the overheat test. And TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Electric hydraulic pumps 2 and 1 are off. We have 3 entranceways open. Test, test, test on a flight data recorder. Pressurization panel is all zeroed out. Temperature back there is just fine. And let's reset the master caution. Overheat test. Master air conditioning and wing body very good. We are set for unconditioned air. And today's ride is flight level 320. And let's check the outflow valve. And we'll use the left igniter this ride. And our lights are good. All right, let's do ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer. Hey Sam, how's it going? Hope you're having a good one. And Sebastian, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good one. You just caught me. We're fooling around in Australia today. All right, let's do ATIS. ATIS is 13475. All right, let's grab this.
Density altitude 600. Transition level 105.
22, 165 at 26. No clouds like that. We should have a good view on the way out. 17. That looks good. 1022 on the pressure.
165 at 2. Visibility 6.
All right.
Sky conditions. No cloud detected. Temperature 17. 2.11.
And we're using 14 right. That's what they're using in the real world. I don't know why they're giving us that. And all right, that looks good. And let's see, 118.7. They don't have ground. Yes. All right. Launceston Tower, good morning. Virgin Australia 1361. Looking for IFR clearance to Melbourne. They didn't give us information on the ATIS there.
I'll have you clearance in just a second. Velocity 1361, Lorny Tower, information Papa is current.
Papa, see, it didn't give us Papa.
Just departure, then as filed. Departure runway 14 right, initial climb to 4000. Departure on 123.8, squawk 2252.
Cleared to Melbourne via the Flick 1 Charlie. Departure then is filed. Departure is runway 14 right. Initial climb to 4000. Departure on 123.8, squawk 2252 for Virgin Australia 1361. All right, so we are cleared up to 4.
1361, read back correct.
All right, and we're squawking 2252. That is actually in there already. And 123.8. Let me just put this in here so I don't forget that. Sometimes the frequencies don't match what is being used by FSATC chatter. So then it gets quiet in here. All right, so we have clearance. Let's program the flight management computer. Yeah, this one, they did this ride in an hour. So this is a relatively short run. Hey, Mariko, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Yeah, they did this ride in an hour, so we're going to see just how close we can come to that. And my wife is making cast iron pot roast with potatoes that's been cooking for a few hours now. So dinner's going to be lovely, and then I'll come back and maybe get the return flight in, or maybe somewhere else in Melbourne. Or in Australia, we'll see. All right, so let's program the flight management computer. You have the CDU and you have the load data sheet. Okay, you guys are good. You should be able to follow along here. We are at ramp 4. It's going to take that? No, okay. And YMLT, and we're going to YMML. YMML. All right, and we are looking at VOZ, VOZ. looking at 1361 is the flight number. All right, on the way out, we can do that here. It doesn't matter. Right, what did I say on the way out? We're going to use 14 right. That's what they used in the real world. And we have Flicker 1C. Right, and on the way in to Melbourne, we have Wear 8M. And they're using 16. Do we have? Yeah, let's do that. Activate, execute that. Let's have a look at that. Let's take a look at our ride here. All right. We are looking at 324E and then flicker. And then from there, I got to put in all this data. Okay, AKTAM. EXROM. Wanagi. And then Warren. Nice short one. Warren to Mitcham to Monty to Dugout. Venpu, Luca, and then we're on our way in. So let's go take a look at some charts. Let me give you charts. And let me look at the same thing here. Now, we are at, let's take a look at Flicker 1C. All right, let's come back to page 1. All right, 1500 is in there. We need to be below 220 knots. That is in. And then we are inbound flicker. That takes care of that. Let's take a look at the arrival. And on the way in, we had Where's Adam. All right, we're coming from Warren. Let's jump to Warren. All right, Warren, we need to be above 10. That's in. Monty, we need to be above 7. Dugat is going to be 230 at 5. Venpu is below 8. And then we're coming into Luca. All right, and let's take a look at the approach into 16 that we put in there. That's going to be you. And then from Luca, right, we have our XO 420 on our way in. And then we have the mist on the back end. So let's just have a look at that real quick. Make sure there's no discons, no crazy waypoints in there. That looks pretty good. All right, that looks good. All right, so now let's get our load and all that stuff in here. Now let me give you the load data sheet, and let me look at the same thing here. All right, now let's go into the menu. We're going to go to wrong one, actions. I want payload. Now zero fuel weight is going to be 132.3, and I put that in so it distributes the weight for us. And then we'll put in our fuel. Fuel for this ride is going to be 19.0. Okay, so zero fuel weight, 132.2. All right. Our final reserve for this ride is, final reserve with the alternate is 92.98, so we're going to put in 9.3. Cost index this ride is 18. And we've got flight level 320. Let's grab our cruise winds. Go to top of climb here. And we're looking at 251 at 34. And it already has the OAT in there, so that's good. We're not going to derate. Right, and trim is 25.4, flaps 5 takeoff. Now, this runway has a down slope of 0.2 and a heading of 1. No, the heading's already in there at 133. Alright, so let's get our winds. I have them written down already, but this way you can follow along. 170 at 4. So the trim is 477 and the engine out's a $150. Now that's looking pretty good. And let's get our forecast in here since we're down here already at Melbourne. It's 10:20 and top of descent. We'll look at it 9. And we'll do 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. So let's go have a look at that. Oh. All right, at 20,000, 267 at 11. At 15, 338 at 7. And at 10, 312 at 8. That takes care of that. So let's go in here. Let's request the cruise winds. Looks like they're in already though. But you could take the cruise winds from where we are. We're at what, 320. So 320, you'd grab all that, and you put them in next to each waypoint. I'm not going to do that though. We'll load that up. Gives me an error and then it puts them in anyway. So I don't know what the deal is with that. See, data config invalid, but it put them in right here. So forecast stuff is already in. So one more quick peek, make sure nothing is messed up here. That looks good. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's set up the pedestal now. So let me give you the charts. And what did I miss? Did I miss anything here before we get to the pedestal? Yeah, domestic flights I got you. Yeah, we're in Tasmania right now, yeah. See what this is going to look like. Yeah, I'll have to take a look when I get done with dinner. See if we can get one of those flights in there. Definitely want to do another one down here, maybe somewhere. Haven't been down here in a while. Alright, let's go to the pedestal now. Let me have you. Let's go back to you. You. Right, and this. Now this I put in case I gotta come back. If we whack birds or something, engine goes out, passenger gets a little unruly, and we gotta come back for any reason. This is already done. Being I'm here by myself, it definitely takes a load off. Alright, that's in, and that's all looking pretty good. Let's get you in anyway. And give me a visual reference. Alright, that all looks pretty good, right? And that is 5. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good for me, that's good, that's good. We are set there. I've got tower and departure is 123.8. Yes, center 123. Alright, that's the pedestal is good. Alright, I'll take terrain, position, data, airport, and station. I'm on the master. You're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. Engine out is $1.50, and we're making a turn right away. So we are looking at 350. We're good here. That ain't gonna pop though. Oh, it did. I'm surprised. And 4, that's all looking good. Nose wheel steering is normal guided. Let's take a look at here. See, I don't know why it's showing engine fail here. It's like these are backwards for some reason. I hope that's going to work that way. It's like these are backwards. I hope that's going to work. If not, I'm going to have to reverse them again. I don't know why it does that every now and then. Very strange. Alright, let me check those displays because I want you and I want you on there. Like that. Alright, auto flight. 1 and 2. Alright, primary flight display, artificial horizon is level. Ground speed is 0.45 on the speed tape. V1 is 141, 150 on the engine out. Our initial heading is 350. And if we got to come back, our decision height is 460, 1022 under pressure. We're cleared up to 4. I've got terrain on the nav display. And we are looking at 1022 on the standby. N1 is set auto, speed reference is set auto, reset the fuel flow. Auto brake is set for rejected takeoff. That's all looking pretty good. Let me have you and you. And I don't think you're going to need CDU anymore. Well, just yet anyway. Alright, and we're going to check the bottles. And we got a clean board. Cargo. And let's do TCAS test. That test should be done. And let's check the stall warning 1 and 2. Alright, that's good. That's good. Let's do ground proximity. And we've got fuel in the center tank. Let's get the APU up and running. Oh, actually, let me give you that. Let's go here into actions. Let's go to doors. Let's get that door closed up. Waiting on the APU right now. Hey Sam, oh, I'm having my wife's making pot roast in one of those cast iron skillets. Been cooking for hours. I think the thing went like from this to this. So we're gonna be eating pretty good. All right, APU is up. Confirm we're on APU. We'll give that a minute and then we'll switch over to APU bleed. In the meantime, let's get rid of the stairs. That's all buttoned up. You just give you a little boost of brake pressure. I hope these engines are going to start. If not, these will be reversed. Might look a little weird, but we'll get the ride in, that's for sure. Alright, let's get rid of the chocks. And the doors should be closing up. Very good. So we are disconnected from the gate, and let's get on APU bleed. Alright, we're pretty much good to go. Alright, and we are on ground.
Al-Qaeda 610 will fly able to North runway 29 for takeoff at 118.80 back. 128.80 taxi for takeoff runway 29 at Al-Qaeda 610. 128.805 taxi for takeoff runway 29 at Al-Qaeda 610.
Lonnie Tower, good morning. Virgin Australia 1361 at ramp 4, ready for push and start. And we can get rid of that now.
Velocity 1361, push and start approved, face northwest.
Alright, so we're good to go. Let's get that clock going. And let's get the engines up and running. So the packs are off, pressure's good, anti-collision lights coming on. We're going to start number 2. Now let's see if these are going to work. See, the engine fail shouldn't show. No. Let's try that. Yep, I guess they're going to have to be reversed this ride. Not sure why it does that every now and then. Very weird. Hey, Roken Zone, how's it going, man? Welcome aboard. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. She gave me a tiny taste a little while ago. Dunked in some of that juice. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah, these are going to have to be backwards this ride. Very weird. But if that's the only issue, I'll take it. Alright, that's stable. 2 is looking good. Alright, your close. Auto. Pressure's good. 1. Oh, it's backwards. Getting ready to grab it here. Muscle memory, that's what that is. Oh, let me give you... let me give both of us the right shot. And we got 14 right, which is like... off to our right. And that's stable. Alright, let's back out of here. There's some flickers there, huh? There's some flickers there. Alright, that's good enough for that. Let's get you. You're on TA, auto. Let me have you. That looks pretty good. Lonnie Tower, Virginia, Australia, 1361 at ramp 4, ready to taxi to runway 14 right.
Velocity 1361, taxi to runway 14 right B Alpha.
Trying to figure out how they come up with 14 right and 32 left when they only have one runway. Interesting. All right, so we're good to go. Clear to taxi to runway 14 right, version Transavia 1361. All right. Yep, we're good. Straight down. Yes. Yep. Straight down, Alpha. Oh, here's some flickers there. I got window 3 up there. Don't know what that's all about. Oh, that's nasty. And yesterday I had a great ride. 4 runs all over the place. It was like butter. Look at this. Today you gonna play games with me today? Hopefully that's gonna go away when we get in the air. It's annoying. I was out in LA the other day. Out at Innsbruck. It was like butter. I don't get it. Let me try something here, because that's unacceptable. Now I gotta switch screens to get back to the main screen so I can make changes here. Now let me have you. Come on. Let's see. Let's bring you back. Let's try that. Now I gotta change screens here again to window 3. Alright, let's see what that does. Nope. Nope. Don't like that one bit. And I'm going to put that back to what it was, and then hopefully we get a few hundred feet off the ground. It's going to go away. I noticed that it happened on my last ride out of, where were we? Heathrow? I noticed it happened. Other than that, it was running great. Alright, let's hold short here. We'll put this back to what it was. Definitely don't like that. It's the only thing about 2020. Runs great one day, it doesn't run great the next day. You gotta jump through freaking hoops with this thing. And nothing was changed, just turned off and turned back on again. Ridiculous. Alright, that's back to what it was. We're on tower already? Yeah. Lonnie Tower, Virginia, Australia, 1361, holding short, 14 right, ready for departure. Let me give you, and 1C.
Velocity 1361, runway 14 right, winds calm, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Virgin Australia, 1361. Let's have a quick peek. Data notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. We're good. Engine start selected to continuous. They are. Auto throttles on. Transponders TARA. Auto brake release 40%. And we're gone. All right. Yeah, look at these flickers. And there's not even a cloud in the sky. So, Lord knows what's going on there. Well, it's better go away when we get in the air. Oh, we're definitely going to stop this. Oh. All right, 40%. Let's get out of here. Stable, toga. Thrust set. Airspeed's active. Check. Throttle hold. We have stable 380. Now let's see, when we hit 400 feet, is it going to stop immediately? Because it did that the other day. Yep. Look at that. 400 feet above the ground and it's like butter. Something weird going on there. That's 2 airports it's happened out of now. This one and Heathrow.
Velocity 1361, contact departure on 123.8.
Contact departure on 132.8, Virgin Australia 1361. Good day. Departure, good morning, Virgin Australia 1361. With you, climber through 2500 for 4,000. Inbound 324. That's a beautiful view.
Velocity 1361, Lordy departure, radar contact, climb to flight level 200.
Climb flight level 200, Virgin Australia 1361. Flaps. Not yet. Get that nose down a little bit. That's a pretty cool view. And give me one. Get rid of those ground flickers and this would be beautiful. And flaps up. And I lost transmissions again. Already. See, they pick, SayIntentions pick some weird frequencies, and FSATC chat, it just doesn't pick up on the same ones, and then I don't get any background transmissions. All right, we're all trimmed out here. You can have it. All right, what did I miss here? All right, I got the dinners. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that crash. Yeah, that's a shame.
Velocity 1361, climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240, Virgin Australia 1361. And let's get some transmissions in here. And that's a nice view out that window there. And 323. Right, smoother than the left? It might be. Not sure what the deal is, what's going on today. It was like butter yesterday. Pretty much all around. I can still see some tiny flickers here and there. Very strange. Yeah, well, all the areas around these airports are pretty bad, man. There's a ton of traffic all over the place. So I know everybody wants to jump on the air traffic controller, but gotta wait to see all the facts, especially when you're dealing with the military and they have their own frequencies and whatnot. So and since the transponder is no good from 1,000 feet down, that's not going off, right? So that's 10. And with all of the airport lighting down there, it's easy to get a helicopter lighting mixed in there and not even see it. Wouldn't even know it. Oh, look at that. I didn't even put the gear up. Thanks. I appreciate that. That should be off. What else did I miss here? I'm not even paying attention. And we can get on standard pressure. How about we take a peek? I'm BSing, not even paying attention. Autopilot's engaged. 10 notification is complete, right? 10 in cab, yeah, we're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on. Pack switches are auto. Yeah, APU is off. Exterior lights. We are good. Engine start selectors is needed. They're off. Auto brake is off. And flaps are up. Landing gear is up and off. And we're set for local pressure. I think we're good now. Not paying attention here. Yeah, it's like when I get MS 2020 running great, I should leave the computers on like 24 hours a day. Even when I'm not flying, just turn the monitors off and just let it sit for my next flight. It's like hit or miss big time between one ride to another. It's ridiculous. With no changes to any settings whatsoever. Maybe it's their service. Maybe they're taking from Peter to give to Paul again. I don't know. Yep, thanks, Jackson. Yeah, I missed a whole bunch of stuff on the way out. I think they were looking at the data from FlightAware, and I think it was closer to 700 feet, unless they updated that. But looking at the data from FlightAware, that's where it looked like it just dropped off. All right, we're off that chart, and we are inbound flicker, another 73 miles. That's in range, 24. And then that'll do it for the SID out of... let me bring up... No, I don't want that. I want you. And, yeah, we're on there already. I don't like this new setup. Doesn't work as nice as it was before. It's nice and fancy, but there's like so many extra things you have to do just to get it to follow along now. Great program though, Navigraph. So we're pretty much just about done out of Tasmania. Well, another 60 some odd miles. They can run around. 60 miles now, top of climb, 244 to go. And then I got to take a look at this and see what the deal is with the flickers again. Oh, you know what? Let me take a look at it. Can I get to that from here? See if it fooled around with my NVIDIA settings again. $60. 60, 60. No, they're all at 60. These are not at half frame rate, are they? No, that looks just fine. So nothing was changed. Alright, and we're good. We're going to head straight on up to 320. Frequencies aren't cooperating today either. Alright, let's see what I missed. I missed any more text here? I'm doing pretty good, Jackson. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic in and out of there. So, a lot of traffic. I just don't understand why they have any aircraft crossing in front of another one that's on short final. I mean, if that ended at 700 feet, I mean, you're really on short final. Nobody should be coming into anywhere near you at that point. I mean, even if you're running parallel runways. So, I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, thumbs up. I like that, Sam. Yeah, flick a thumbs up, man. Normal dudes, huh? Yeah, there you go. Well, you know why? A lot of people do this for money. Me, I'm not even set up for money. They want a second email address. I think my wife said I can't be bothered. I don't do this for money. I do this for me. So, but I think that's what it is. A lot of people doing this as a business. And that's where you start getting into, it doesn't become fun after that. And I don't want to lose that feeling, not with this. Don't want this to stop being fun. No way, no how. Wow. From what I've been looking at, it didn't look like the guys from American did anything wrong. That's what it looks like right now. More than likely, it's going to end up going back to the air traffic controller guy. Going to say he was overburdened, overworked, too many aircraft in his sector. May have lost track of that aircraft for just a little bit too long and didn't tell the helicopter exactly what to do. Now listen, freeze, hover, descend, bank to your right and get the hell out of there, you know. Took a little too long to see him. And more than likely because there's just way too many aircraft he's dealing with. Plus, from what I understand, he's dealing with multiple frequencies. So, granted, it's been 16 years since we've had an accident like that before, but still, that's just one too many again. It's a shame. Yeah, the violation reality trailers is not that I'm violating the copyright. I'm violating YouTube's rules and regulations. That movie that I had that was on there, the two of them, they're both public domain, you know, and you can actually watch them on YouTube. So I think that might be why they got ticked off at me. They want you watching their channel instead of watching mine, getting a twofer, you know. So that's the only thing I can come to realize. So now if I want to play an in-flight movie, I got to make sure that it's not only public domain, that if there's any music, that that's also public domain, and that it's not on YouTube, so that this way they don't come get me for violating their rules and regulations. So much for in-flight movies. Maybe we'll have in-flight hand puppets. Yeah, it's hard to tell from the video footage, but it looked like Americans coming this way, and they just kind of coming into him. So if he's behind him just a little bit, you're not seeing out past that frame too far back. Nor are you really paying attention out that window. You're looking at all your stuff, especially the guy monitoring. If it's the first officer monitoring all this stuff, he's really busy. He's not out there, checking out the window. They've been cleared to come in and land, so they were probably just blindsided. Didn't know it until it was too late. They just got whacked. And looking at it, you knew that nobody survived that. No way. 700-foot drop, and you see the way that both of those pieces came down. There's no way anybody was going to survive that. That's a shame. And now the air traffic control is going to have to freaking live with that. That's the big thing. Not a bad view. A whole lot of water out there. We do have some, looks like, I don't know if there's some land down there. Oh, no, that's just the wind pushing the water around in different directions. That looks great. That looks real good. Do have some island way out in the distance, though. Way out there. Matter of fact, I'll take the weather. You can have terrain now. Let's see, what do we have? Anything out there? Let's take a look. And we're not going to be a cruise all that long. Maybe 40 miles, if that. Now, did we get a new frequency yet? Let's see if we're getting both on here. That would be my only complaint between these two programs, is they don't match up frequencies all the time. See if we're getting transmissions here. All right, at Flicky, we should have 14.4. We're 14.4, right on the money. So we're looking pretty good there. And that sound means we're coming up to top of climb. And that's 28 minutes since we left the gate, 19 minutes since we entered the runway. We got 2.5 miles at top of climb, 177 to go, and we should have 12.9 on the fuel if I can put it down. Right now, 14.3, right on the money. So we are looking pretty good, and there's no transmissions on that frequency. All right. All right, what am I up to here? Can Alex use some of your videos to make a movie of your new in-flight movies? Knock yourself out. Yeah, I think quite a few of the really big airports are just overburdened with too much work. Not enough controllers keeping an eye on stuff. Who knows about the equipment that was working that night as well. I wonder if they had any updates about that. Any equipment out? Any radar out? I don't know why they would have training flights in those busy areas to begin with. Should be training somewhere, you know, off where it's not so busy, and then work your way into that sector once you no longer need training. All right, what are we looking at? There you go, 35 miles now, top of descent. 164 to go. So yeah, we're not going to be up here long. That's 30 minutes from the gate now. Nice quick run. And it's what, 6:25? Yeah, my wife's going to be in soon saying, yo, time for dinner. And at Actum we should have 14.1. We're at 14.1 on the fuel, so fuel's right on the money. Looking pretty good. And 325, very good. Present the trailers, there you go. All right, let's see, we zoom out a little bit more here. And oh, I thought you were coming in with another forkful. Oh, you go ahead and eat. Don't wait for me. I probably got about another half hour. I probably have another half an hour to go. So if you're hungry, eat. Don't wait for me. Yeah. Plus, I figure the longer it cooks, although it was good before the piece you gave me. All right, so dinner will be ready by the time I'm done. She's going to wait. No, she didn't bring any, did she? No, she didn't bring anything in. Ha ha! Not this time. Don't remind her. She's got an alarm in there that does that. Oh, look at the ground down there. Beautiful. That's where we're heading to. Let's see what the flickers are going to be like on the back end now. See if it's going to be smooth down to 400. All right, X-Ron, 13.9 on the fuel. We're about 20 miles top of descent. Let's get them back in their seats. And I do believe we're good down to 10. Now let's have a look. What did I say? We're 8M. 8M. And we won't be on that chart for another, oh, we still got a ways to go before we're on that chart. But we are good all the way down. And what are we on here? 123.35, that's what we're on now. Let's see if we can request that. Center, Virgin Australia 1361. Would like to descend via the Ware 8M arrival into Melbourne. Okay, identified and good day. What about my request? Yeah, Melbourne Center, Virgin Australia 1361 would like to descend via the Ware 8M arrival into Melbourne. We'll follow the charts in anyway. Cleared to descend via the Ware 8M arrival into Melbourne for runway 16, Virgin Australia 1361. Thanks. All right, so let's get back to that so we have transmissions now and we're good all the way in. All right, top of descent, another 4 miles. 132 to go. And what are we at? That should be good. 26 now. Except for the stutters, this is a pretty good run. All right, we're on our way down. And that's 34 minutes from the gate, 26 minutes from the runway, and we've got 128 to go. Oh, one with a UFO theme. There you go. Yeah, with everything that's been going on. Yep, definitely got to have some of those drones flying, coming out of nowhere. Hey, at least they answered the question about the drones in New Jersey, which I figured they weren't from another world. An alien race that actually had the ability to come here from someplace else. I don't think they would care about our FAA rules and regulations and have green and red flashing lights on their aircraft. You know, I think that should have been like the first heads up. All right, let's have a peek. Since we're on our way in, I might as well do this. Let's have a peek here. This is all set, I believe. 10. Monty is 7. Dugat is 5 to 30, and that is below 8. That looks pretty good. And into 16, we've got RNP-M. And we are looking at 388 on a decision height. We're looking at climb, and we're holding it 4. We're holding it 4. All right, that looks good. Luca is 3. Very good. Let's actually put that in. Right. RXO is also 3. And then 420 and 16. And then hold. That looks pretty good to me. And that's going to be 160. 320. And that looks pretty good. All right, so that's good. You can get set. That should be in range, and that's 23. Oh, that's the wrong page, Louis. Nope, you were right, 26. All right, we've got about 60 miles. We'll be on that arrival chart. Oh, hey, Rodney. Yep. Yeah, but I try to anyway. The flow I might mix up every now and then that I don't go back and check, but hopefully I don't miss all the important stuff. But, yeah. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. We're not alone. I don't know if they've come here to visit us, though, but there's no way that we're the only planet in the entire universe that has life. That, you got to be pretty naive to think that. I mean, if you think about it, if you took all the sand, right, that's on the globe, and every grain of sand represents a planet in the universe, to really think that we're the only ones, I highly doubt it. I'm sure there's probably some planetary systems that got started long before we did that are probably way more advanced than we are. And there may be some that are nowhere near advanced as we are as of yet, you know. But I don't think we're the only ones around, no. No way. All right, Onagi, what are we looking at? 13.6, 13.6, 12.9 when we get in. And we are under 100 miles to go now. 98. 13 on the fuel when we get in. And it's been a great run, other than the stutters and flickers we had on the way out. Hopefully, we won't get them on the way in. Yeah, but you got to take some stuff that Hawkins says with a grain of salt. I find it hard to believe that an alien race that has the ability to freaking travel from one solar system to another is just going to look to us arm. I think they're probably more worried about us with our weapons destroying this planet. If there are some stuff that they want to use resource-wise, but probably more of a threat to them with the stupid stuff we do. But if they have the ability to come here from another universe, you know, another solar system and travel that great distance, that would be like us and an ant on the ground. Them being us and we being the ant. They could stomp on us and we wouldn't even know it. That I also believe. But would be nice to find out before I'm gone for a fact. Not just kind of knowing that it would be impossible, I think, for us to be, but to actually see someone come here from someplace else, that would be pretty cool. And that is going there. Johnny, right, let me take a look at that. Right. Oh no, that was the other way around. Nah, we're coming in on 16. That's fine. I was thinking the return trip. Right. Return trip, we're definitely going to have to freaking load them up a little bit more. Alright, Onagi, 13.6. No, 13.5. We're 13.5, right on the money. And we're going at 19 now. And we're going to be inbound Warren finally. So we're about 30 odd miles out of that arrival. Ah, the graphics look great down there. Very nice. Beautiful view. Hopefully it stays stutter free. Yeah, I'm telling you, if they watch some of our TV freaking broadcast, watch some of Alfred Hitchcock movies and The Twilight Zone, yeah, they may not want to come here. Creature Feature was another one. I don't even remember that show with the hand with the 6 fingers on it. We watched some pretty crazy stuff back then. That's a great view. Well, I don't know if they might be looking for just an investment, Sam. You know, if they're like us, explorers just trying to see what's out there, you know, may do it for other reasons. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of mining going on there and people making money as well, if they have the ability. If you believe like Star Trek and Deep Space Nine and all these other shows, which I could easily see happening hundreds of years from now. It's amazing just looking at the Raptor engine from its first design to what it is now, looking at the components and how it's been shrunk down. Less parts, less things to go wrong, right? So it's amazing, a lot of that stuff that they've gotten done. That should be in range now. All right, we're about 20 miles. We'll be on that chart, and that puts us at the end of this route, right at Warren. Over the salt flats, yeah. That's got to be a pretty cool view. Mr. Ed, yeah, I remember that show. Wilbur. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Creature Feature. I don't know, you remember that movie. As those of you that may not remember it, it may seem like old school and ridiculous now compared to all the graphics and, you know, all the CGI stuff that we have now and AI. But back then, Creature Feature, black and white. Black and white actually made it look a little bit more eerie than what it was. It didn't look as good if you saw it in color, you know. So that was some pretty cool stuff. That freaking hand with the 6 fingers on it. Pretty cool stuff back then. Oh no, a pretty great ride. Let's see, let's have a peek here. We're getting a little low. Alright, bleed air panel is set for auto. Pressurization panel, land altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Local QNH. QNH on the back end was 1020. It was actually a little bit better here than it was in Tasmania. Okay, recall. And we got a clean board. What are we coming in at? Let's take a look at 149. Let's see if it's going to disconnect the VNAV. Nope. So that must have been a problem on PMDG's end that was going on there, and it seems to be fixed now. So that's pretty cool. So we need to be above 10 at Warren. Let me bring up that chart now. Warren 8M. Be popping up on that chart shortly. Yeah, who knows, broken zone, man. Anything can happen. Lord knows where you go when you sleep. If anywhere. You know, it's funny speaking about that. This is absolutely real. And this individual carried a gun. There was a sergeant that worked with me up in New York way back when. He's passed away now. Really tall gentleman. He was a little bit out there. We had a conversation one day, and he was absolutely serious that he would actually have the ability to travel and visit other planets when he slept at night. I kid you not, man. I get strike down if I'm lying. Absolute truth. And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, dreaming and all that stuff, you know, wanting it to happen. But he said one night he woke up and he told me that he had some dirt in his hand from one of those places. That's when I made sure that he was in front of me from that point going forward with his weapon. So, and that is an absolute true story. I kid you not. From a law enforcement sergeant that was allowed to carry a firearm. And that wasn't, you know, like my brother's friend told me that he had a cousin sister who knew it, somebody that told him. He told me that directly, right to my face. So, that's pretty wild. All right, we are on that chart inbound. We're coming 10-6 now. We need to be above Warren, above 10 we are. Let's get on local pressure now. We're at 10,007. And we're going to be slowing to 240. You want a little drag? We'll give you a little drag there, Louie. We'll give you a little drag. That's the only thing is the message keeps popping up, flashing Drag, 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 even though it's been acknowledged. It would be nice if PMDG did something about that. And we're going to continue on down. Next up is above 7. All right, we're at 255, slowing here. And we're at 250 knots. We're at 10,100 feet. So let's light them up. Let them know we're already set there. And we're looking pretty good here. Let's get that set. Give me flaps 1. Let's start slowing all the way down here. I want to enjoy this a little bit. We're about 35, 38 miles out now. That's 50 minutes from the gate. 41 minutes from entering the runway. And it's been a pretty good ride. And she has been obeying the FMC on the way down. So next up is above 7 and above 5. Beautiful view. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of the stuff that people see is all stuff that we've built ourselves. And even the military going like, wow, look at that. I've never seen that before. You know, these fighter pilots chasing these things. Just because they're in the military doesn't mean that they're privy to everything that's going on. So they may be chasing some other military targets that we've created ourselves. And they're just out there for testing to see just how well we can compete with them. You know, you never know. I trust our government as far as I can throw it. Especially these past 4 years. A little bit of flicker going on there in the left already. Don't like that. Tiny little flickers there. Don't like that. And we're not picking up anything in the right though. Or the center. It's just the left it looks like. Maybe it's associated with the clouds. Although you can see the skyline down there. Was that Melbourne? All right, give me flaps 1. Let's slow all the way down here. We're going to enjoy this ride. They want us at 2:30 at Dugat. No. I want to enjoy this. I'm only going to get this ride in before dinner. And I'm hoping to get a second one in later. But I got to look at these stutters if this is going to pick up on the way down. It's starting to happen in the front now as well. Itty bitty tiny flickers. Don't like those at all. Kind of ruins the immersion factor completely. What are we holding at? 4? Let's come all the way down. Let's see how she handles that. And we're going at 323. And give me 5 on the flaps. I want to enjoy this view. Yeah, maybe after dinner I'll be checking for flicker patrol, I guess. I may not get another one in. I want to try and get rid of these flickers. Don't like them. That's a shame, because yesterday, man, we just had like 3 or 4 great runs. New York, LA, I think Chicago. We even went out to Innsbruck with the mountains and had a great run. So I don't know what's going on today. All right, at Dugat, we should have 13.2 on the fuel. We're 13.1. We're a touch behind on the fuel, but we'll have 12.9 when we get in. Another 23 miles to go. Give me 10 on the flaps. What did I miss here? Mushrooms, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there we don't know about. Pretty wild. I can imagine some of the bugs in Australia. I've heard some of them are pretty big. We have some palmetto bugs down here that are pretty big. Freak me out. I'm from Brooklyn. Biggest thing we've seen were cockroaches. Oh, I guess you know the area, Sam, huh? Me, not so much. I'm not down here all that often. In the simulator it is. I don't think I've never been here in my life. At least not in this lifetime, unless I was here once before in a different time frame. All right, we need to be below 8 at Vinup. We're 4,500, so we're looking pretty good there. But we are traveling just a little bit slower than we're supposed to, but we're going to enjoy the view. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not collecting benefits, Sam. And those suckers are fast, man. 307. And what do we have here? Are we getting them yet? 120.5. Let's see if that's going to work. Let's see if they're on. All right, and we're inbound Lufka. Lufka's going to put us on the approach now, so let's grab that. Let's grab the RNP-M. Here we are, right there. What a great view. And we need to be 3,000. We're at 3,200 right now, descending. And we're going down to 3.
No, but go ahead and start your downwind turn. And November 7 Delta Charlie, you can start your cross.
And let's bring that down. That's a pretty cool view.
7 Delta Alpha, without going cross, rolling 9 or left. Or you can delay, I have Pushback in that channel. And turn left at Delta as you call ground 1 close 9. Thanks for that.
Bring that back out. And we're holding at 3. Beautiful. Very nice.
Safety is fine for short approach if you'd like it. That's a 3 of 9 or left to land number 1. Number 1, 9 or left, clear to land for the first bridge.
Oh, cool, Sam. Nice. Yeah, I love this view, man. It never gets old. Watch out for helicopters. Yeah, you're not kidding. Let's see if we can get in touch with them now. Melbourne Tower, Virginia, Australia, 1361. 9 mile final, runway 16.
Velocity 1361, Melbourne International Airport Tower. Continue approach, runway 16, wind 175 at 3, cleared to land.
Clear to land, Virgin Australia, 1361, runway 16. All right, and we can have that back now. Yeah, see, here come the flickers. Here come the flickers. Don't like that at all. Looks like I'm getting them in the front as well. And the right, looks like it's all around.
November
It's got to be investigated. You know what? Let me have the gear. I got the airport and the runway. And give me 15 on the flaps. And we'll slow all the way up now. And we are holding at 4. And we are heading 160. And we'll go right to 30 on the flaps. I will take it, my bird. I've got control. And I will have you. And what do we have? We've got gate F18. So I think we're at the South Pier, Pier F, I believe. Pay attention, Louis. Yeah, I got to do something about these flickers. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. What time is it? Oh, 5 minutes to 7? Nice. I'll be having dinner at 7 o'clock maybe. So they did this ride in an hour. It's an hour and a minute from when we left the gate. 52 minutes when we entered the runway. So, pretty good run. All right, you're a little high, Louis. Yeah, I got to do something about those flickers. Don't like that. Great view other than the flickers. Yeah, watch that speed, Louis. Watch that speed. Continue. Path for landing. Wow, look at those flickers. That's real bad. That is real bad. Makes it difficult to fly. That's so bad. All right, that was a pretty cool ride.
Monitor radar display. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Velocity 1361. Welcome to Melbourne. Contact ground on 121.7.
Going to ground 121.7 Virgin Australia 1361. G'day. All right, and we're going to come off here at Juliet.
American 951, have you looked for new data and C for the LC? American 951, have you looked for new data? American 951,
All right, let's stop right here. Get that set up. Let's make sure we're all good here real quick. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. And we're going to get on APU right now. Your dampers off. Window heat switches are off. Pro heat switches are off. Wing and engine ADIs are off. Engine start selectors as needed. They're off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto weather radar is set to test. And we want ground on 121.7. Melbourne ground, good morning, Virgin Australia 1361. At Juliet, looking to go to gate F18. We're right there in Pier F at the South Terminal.
Melbourne International Airport ground. Taxi to gate F185 Juliet Victor Yankee. Good day.
Clear to taxi to gate F18 via Juliet Victor Yankee. Thanks. All right. So that's basically your wrap. So, Victor Juliet Yankee. All right, here's Juliet. Victor Juliet. All right. Yeah, look at those flickers. Got to do something about that. That is unacceptable. That's unflyable. That looks nasty. And there's no aircraft here either. So something happened between yesterday and today. What? I have no idea. Because this isn't pushing out nowhere near what I was pushing out at Kennedy or LAX. So something went on here. I'm going to have to go investigate. Maybe DLSS-4 stopped working again. Oh, Yankee, 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 Yankee. Here, we got a right coming up here. Pier F is right there. Pick a gate, any gate, and we can come on to APU now. Let's kill number 2. That's backwards, I know. And we can kill that taxi light. Yeah, we'll take this side. It's a little closer. 18, I believe, was the middle gate. We have gates down here. 22. 20. 18F. And I guess that's all they have is 18F. All right, we're going to get reassigned to 16 here. They had an F and they had, oh no, that was right. Yeah, you just missed the gate. Oops, you schmuck. Oopsie. Pee-pee test before dinner. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that ride. Sorry about the stutters and the flickers and whatnot, but see if I can remedy that for the next ride. And here we are. All right, so you can come on up. Anti-collision, let them run around. Let's come back to the menu. Let's go to ground services. Let's set the chocks, ground power, and let's get air conditioning as well. Stairs. And did you switch over here? I want stairs. Where'd my stairs go? Alright. That's right. Why are you not bringing me air conditioning? And it's not giving me stairs. I don't know why. Let's see. If I bring them that way. There you go. I just had to cycle them again here. Looks like. Alright, so chocks are in position. We can get rid of the parking brake. Ground power is available. Let's get on ground. We're going to get on unconditioned air here. We can lose you. You. We could lose the galley. Hydraulics. And you're on standby. Let's have a peek. Electrical power, we're on ground. Bleed air, we're set for unconditioned air. APU bleed switch is off. Left and right packs to auto. Isolation valve is open. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position lights. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And that's a wrap. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that run. And again, sorry about those little flickers and stutters. I'll see if I can get that fixed for the next run. And for everybody that joined me today, I hope you enjoyed the view. I always enjoy the company and the conversation, my friends. So I hope you join me again. All right. And for all my regulars, you know who you are: Roken Zone and Alex and Sam and you guys, Reality Trailers, Jackson. Nice to see you again. Hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you on my next run. Let's just get those doors open, shall we?
JetBlue 2989 on a
There we go. All right, everybody. I'll catch you on my next run. I'm going to see if I can get another one in later today, but I want to take care of these flickers first. So I don't know if I'm going to get another one in. But if I can take care of that quick, I will get another one in after dinner. All right, everybody. I'll catch you later. Take care.
And JetBlue 71, cross running 13 left at Delta, copy yo, and heavy Airbus 330 on Charlie, crossing jet blast 1239. Okay, 13 left at Delta and Charlie, and the motor time, let's put the line one. Speed 183 heavy, hold short Delta, what is your gate? Speed 183 heavy. 183 on Bravo, hold short with hold short Delta. Okay, that is good, okay. JetBlue 71, British up in Bravo, waits for you, so as you cross 13 left at Delta, follow the Airwings, heavy Airbus at 330, crossing jet blast and 1239. That's pretty well on a, I think Airbus 330 and over to, Airbus 71. That's 26 cross 13 left, Whiskey, Charlie Echo 1239. Alright, cross 13 left at Whiskey, Charlie Echo, one shot up there. Echo 177, 5 Delta.